Hello YouTube, this is Brian Tubbs coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be cutting out a pattern for a large outdoor core 10 and stainless steel art sculpture. And I just want to just kind of show you guys kind of how we kind of go through the process of getting the piece set up to cut with a plasma cutter. So the first thing we do is we have a cardboard cutout. We call this Eternal Flame. It's about 55 or 56 inches in height by itself, and then we put about a 2-foot base underneath this, so it'll stand probably about this tall off the ground. It's going to be cut out of core 10 steel, and I'm going to cut this piece out first, grind it, get it smooth, and then I'll take this piece and lay it on the core 10 sheet after I cut it out, and then trace the other piece so it'll be really close to the other piece. I'll have to do a lot of grinding. And it's going to have stainless steel on the inside of this portion here. It's going to be about 5 inches wide, and it's just going to have stainless steel on the inside, so you have positive space and negative space. Alright, so what we do, I've already traced it out on the metal, but I'll just kind of show you guys what we do. Take this piece, we'll lay it on. Then we'll get our marker, just trace the cardboard shape onto the metal, and then after that we remove the cardboard, of course. Get our plasma cutter, put our gear on. I just have a dark shade face shield. I don't use my welding helmet when I'm plasma cutting because it gets so dark that's a little harder to see. So I'd rather just use my face shield to block out some of the light. So what I'm going to do first is cut out that inside circle with an inside shape, and then we'll cut out the rest of the pattern. The inside shape that I cut out when I made the last piece like this, I made another tabletop piece from it, and we call it singular. So it's this really nice shape. Then I cut a hole out in the center for negative space, put a stainless steel tube in the middle, put it on the base. This is a nice piece. So whenever you're cutting out shapes, always look at the shapes that you left behind or that's on the floor that dropped off the piece you cut, because you get some really nice pieces from shapes that you had no idea you'd even be able to create. Alright, so I'm going to get started. I'm using Everlast plasma cutter. It's a 50 amp, and I always have my plasma cutter turned up to the highest setting, which is 50 amp, and I have about 100 psi of airflow coming through it just to blow the metal out, so I get through thick metal, thin metal, doesn't matter. I was going through 1/4 inch the other day like butter, just cutting right through it. It'll cut up to, I think, 1.5 inches. So it's a pretty good plasma cutter. All right, here we go. shape. This is the shape that I cut out of the middle. So I'll be cutting out 2 of these so I can put them together. This is cord 10. I can have stainless steel coming down the front and back. Cord 10 on this side. Drill a hole in the center, stainless steel pipe coming through here. I can mount it on a stainless steel base or a cord 10 base. We can either paint it, we can rust it, we can do anything we want to do with it. But these are the kind of shapes that you can get when you cut out other shapes. So that's what I say, always look at your drops to see what comes of it. All right. All right, so I'm going to start on the other portion. Now this shape came from another piece that we make called reaching. This is the shape that was left over after we did the reaching piece. So that's how we came up with this eternal flame. It wasn't just something that we just thought of. It was just a drop. And we took the drop, looked at it, made some minor adjustments to it, and came up with another piece. It happens like that all the time. So you really have to pay attention to your drops. All right, so I'm going to go on this side now. Cut this side out. Turn the camera just a little bit. Hopefully you can see me a bit better. I'm going to use my square to cut this bottom edge off. Alright, now I'll continue on with the cut. I'm going to put a little table under here so it won't bend the tip when it comes loose. Alright, here we go. Our shape. So now it'll be a matter of just grinding it, getting it smooth, and then I'll lay it on the table and trace out the matching piece for this. So after we cut out the other side, we will just get a measurement of the outer perimeters, and then cut straight 5-inch strips to whatever lengths those are, and then we'll tack it up the front and back. And then we'll take the other piece like this, set it in there, and then tack it up, and then I'll either TIG weld it or MIG weld it. It just depends. But before we do that, we'll put our stainless steel in the center, tack that in, and lay everything on, and just kind of, I'm sure I will be TIG welding the stainless steel to the port 10 because I do not want to get spatter from the MIG welder onto the stainless steel. So I'll TIG weld that up. Okay guys, just a quick video on using patterns to lay on your metal to cut out your shapes. Then after that you grind them and then take that pattern, lay it on top of the metal, and cut out your next pattern. Normally we don't freehand two pieces that are going to go together, because you'll always get one piece that's a lot larger or a lot smaller than the other piece, and you got to do a lot of grinding to kind of get them to fit. So after I grind this one and get the exact shapes and lines I want, I'll just lay it on there, take my plasma cutter, take the guard off, and just trace this piece. And then when you get ready to grind the second piece, you just have a little grinding to do. And you can cut out your strips, put them together, tack it up, and just start welding. Alright guys, well this is another video on inside secrets of the art world. So I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a great day.